Stephen. Thank you, Justine. Cheers, Joe. I thought the stinging algae was interesting, and the weaver fish also. It's good. And power stations is a thing of beauty. Steve Wright in the afternoon for today, Monday, 19th of August, 2019, live till 5. Hello.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Now playing everywhere.
Hello, good afternoon.
I don't want to wait anymore. I'm tired of looking for answers. Take me someplace where there's music and there's laughter. I don't know if I'm scared of dying, but I'm scared of living too fast, too slow. Regret, remorse, hold on. No, I've gotta go. There's no starting over, no new beginnings. Time raises on. Keep on keeping on. Gotta keep on going, looking straight out on the road. Can't worry about what's behind you, what's coming for you further up the road. Try not to hold on to what is gone. I try to do right what is wrong. I try to keep on keeping on. Yeah, I just keep on keeping on. Shackles I made in a town to be free. Be it for ease, be it for love. I won't take the easy road. Ooh, ooh, woken up in a hotel room. My worries as big as the moon. Having no idea what or where I am. Something good comes with the bad. A song's never just sad. There's hope, there's a silver line. Show me my silver line. Show me my silver line. I hear a voice calling out for me. These shackles I made in a town to be free. Be it for ease, be it for love. I won't take the easy road. I won't take the easy road, the easy road, the easy road. Oh, I won't take the easy road, the easy road, the easy road.
Oh, just keep on keeping on. First Aid Kit, My Silver Lining. Tune. 2:07 in Great Britain, this is The Big Show. It's Steve Wright in the afternoon. That's the name of the show.
Show me my silver line.
Let's do some hands up. We love this bit.
Show me my
Hands up for a rewind festival. Especially if it's Michael Bolton appearing or Lulu. Smashing. It's Rewind Festival. Yeah. Hands up. Thank you. Hands up for a car boot sale in Hackney. Yeah? Very good. I bought an old radio. And a clock that doesn't work. We put it down here with the rest of them. There's one more. Hands up for balayage hair. Whatever that means. 2. Black Box, Ride on Time. Steve.Wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 and tweet us at BBC Radio 2. Where are you? Are you here? Are you abroad? Are you at work? Are you at home? Are you at sea? What you doing? How was your weekend? A hello or a shout out to a friend, a workmate, a relative. Are you in a good mood or a bad one? Are you doing something bizarre? Easy. Let us know. Details coming.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright at bbc.co.uk. Text 88291 or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Well, today, breezy with sunny spells and some heavy showers, thunderstorms over east and southeast England. High temperature 21, that's in Canterbury. Tonight, dry for most places, but a chance of showers for Northern Ireland and southern Scotland. Tomorrow, that will be Tuesday. Sunshine and showers again with similar temperatures to today. Getting a little bit warmer as we go through the week, though. That's the good news. Lights on sunset tonight, Edinburgh 8:41, in London 8:16, and Belfast 8:47, and Cardiff 8:28. And the pollen count is low to medium across the UK today.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Yeah!
BBC Radio 2.
Yes, I see you crying. Yeah. And I feel your broken heart. Yeah. I can feel your hurting. Yeah. Still, you choose to play the part. If you let me be, I'll be all you need. All you need. I wanna be the only one to hold you, protect you from the right. I wanna be the only one to soothe you, erase all the pain. I wanna be the only one to love you over again. I wanna be the only one I am.
Now you deserve a mention.
My Lord, you do.
You can have the best of life. With all this, I'll give you a pure love that gold can't buy. If you take a chance, I'll be worth the chance. Worth the chance. Oh, I wanna be the only one to hold you,
Protect you from the right.
I wanna be the only one to soothe
If you're going to these places, Rhodes is clear, sunny and reaching 31 today. Mallorca is hot sunshine and 33. Malta is warm and sunny at 31. Alicante is sunny and 31 but expected to cool a little over the next couple of days. And Dubrovnik is sunny and light winds and a high of 30. What?
Sometimes, Steve, I don't know whether to cry or put my boot through your neck.
Thank you. You know who's coming on later?
Gordon's alive?
Oh, forsooth, sir. Look, 'tis the bard.
Hello, thanks, Tim. It's William Shakespeare here. Now, did I ever tell you about my groovy play, Measure for Measure?
No.
Well, I wrote you a load of right-ream characters, I did. There's the Duke. He spends most of the play disguised as a friar, but he's run out of fish. Then there's Angelo. He spends most of the day eating Viennetta and peaches. There's Claudio. He gets arrested for nicking lead off the church roof. Cheeky boy. And Isabella, oh, lovely Isabella. Well, she's on her way to see Claudio because she heard he was involved in a Wright start-up, flogging parchments down East Lane. Now, this is one of my major plays, but I'm going to admit to you now, it's not finished, needs a bit of work. Shakespeare out.
Thanks, Shakespeare. Here comes Ariana Grande now and 7 Rings from Radio 2.
Yeah. Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles. Girls with tattoos who like getting in trouble. Lashes and diamonds, ATM machines. Buy myself all of my favorite things. Been through some bad, I should be a sap. Who would've thought it turned me to a savage? Rather be tied up with calls and not strings. Write my own checks like I write what I sing. My wrist, stop watching. My neck is flossy. Make big deposits. My gloss is popping. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. Yeah, I want it. I got it. 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 Yeah. You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it. I like it. I want it. I got it. Yeah. Wearing a ring, but ain't gon' be no misses. But matching diamonds for 6 of my. I'd rather spoil all my friends with my riches. Think without therapy, my new addiction. Whoever said money can solve your problems must not have had enough money to solve them. They say which one I say now. I want all them. Happiness is the same price as red bottoms. My smile is beaming, my skin is gleaming. The way it shine, I know you seen it. I bought a crib just for the closet, both his and hers. I want it, I got it. Yeah, I want it, I got it. 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 You like my hair? Gee, thanks. Just bought it. I see it, I like it. I want it, I got it. My receipts be looking like phone numbers. If it ain't money, then wrong number. Black card is my business card. The way it be setting the tone for me. I don't be the brave, but I be like, put it in the bag, yeah. When you see the max, they stacked up like my, yeah. Go from the south to the booth, make it all back in one loop. Give me the loot, never mind, I got the juice. Nothing but never we shoot. Look at my neck, look at my neck. Ain't got enough money to pay me respect. Ain't no budget when I'm on the set. If I like it, then that's what I get, yeah. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it.
Tell you what's on the show in about 5 minutes' time. Here's what's on the radio. Vanessa Feltz sitting in for Sarah Cox at 5. Joe Wiley at 7. Author Anna Johns with Joe for the Radio 2 Book Club tonight. The Blues Show with Huey Morgan tonight at 9. And Trevor Nelson's Rhythm Nation. That's at 10. Then O.J. Borge at midnight. Then Sounds of the 70s with Johnny Walker. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon. It's 2:19. Now, Amy Wadge.
Give you all that you needed.
All yours, Amy.
You cut, but I'm bleeding, and all of my strength I give to you. I love completely. You lose, then you leave me, and all of my hope left with you too.
but I gave my heart. All I did, I gave my heart. And although it's lost, it is still beating. And I gave my whole soul. Through the moments, all the moments you've stolen. Oh, for my love, I'll know the truth, that I gave my heart. All I did, I gave my heart. And although it's lost, it is still beating. And I gave my whole.
Oh, that's a very, very beautiful song. Amy Wadge and Faith's song.
My soul.
Steve, driving back to North Wales, having just picked up our grandsons Max and Joe, looking forward to spending time with them this week. Thank you, Steve, from Jill and Rob Ratcliffe. And Steve and team, I'm sitting in a field in Norfolk loading potatoes. Oh, you've been here almost 5 hours. That's Johnny the trucker. Johnny, that's excellent. So Sarah Davis, the newest of the Dragons in Dragon's Den, on with us later. And Brian Blessed Love, talking about directing a new production of the Agatha Christie play Towards Zero, down there in Sonning, I believe. Tim Smith, Bobby Pryor, Justine Green, Betty Glover, and the oldies, chosen by Michelle Atherton from Stubbington in Hampshire, and all the other stuff.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Know you thought I'd never be really much of anything, while you were telling me I turned against the wind. When my eyes started to burn, you turned your back on me. Well, you see, I slipped away. Now turn to me. 'Cause I've done 100 things you've only dreamed. So don't come crying to me. Don't come trying again. No matter how I feel, don't call us friends. 'Cause I don't remember anymore how we used to be. No, I don't remember anymore how I used to feel. Don't call us friends. And you waited all alone for your luck to come along. You assume that things, they go your way, it would all just carry on. Well, you see, it slipped away. Now turn to me. 'Cause I've done 100 things you've only dreamed. So don't come crying to me. Don't come trying again. No matter how I feel, don't call us friends. 'Cause I don't remember
team, I'm making a dress out of an old curtain. Bizarre enough for you? Sue in Ely, yes.
No, I don't remember.
Are you doing something bizarre?
I used to feel.
Wow.
Don't call us friends.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hello there, Tim. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Any better? I could not stand it.
You've left your cycle clips on, though.
Oh, sorry, that's why I can't move.
Yeah.
Have you got some kind of contact for us?
Yes, I have. It's somewhere in the...
Start again.
Hi, this is Jeremy Vine. Just a sincere and loving nudge that you can contact this programme. Just email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk or text 88291.
Yeah, where are you? Here or abroad, at work, at home, at sea? What you doing? How was your weekend? Hello, a shout out to somebody. Are you in a good mood or a bad mood? And are you doing something bizarre? Let us know. You know where we are. Now here's Kylie. Steve, can you say hi to Trev? Hello, Trev, and Claire and Jasmine travelling to Heathrow from Devon to go to Borneo. Have a good trip. This says the Herdsman family travelling home from a fantastic weekend in Blackpool to Dumfries. Hello. And can we get a shout out to Keith and Chris and Dan making their way from Cleethorpes back to Essex on the road? Drive careful like. It's 2:30.
Let's get down to it, boppers.
Saturday mornings with Dermot O'Leary.
Summer has arrived, kind of, and it's time to throw all your worldly belongings into the car and with the kids and the dog and the kitchen sink and head to a festival. Already we've taken Saturday breakfast to Latitude, and now it's time to hit the Cotswolds for some food and music.
Saturday breakfast, live from the Big Festival.
We'll be waking up the campers with a breakfast banquet of delights, chatting to Jody Kidd, DJ Barbecue and loads more, plus live music from Lewis Capaldi. All from Alex James's very own farm. Who knew?
Saturday morning from 8.
On BBC Radio 2.
DJ Barbecue, we love him. We've had him on. He's great. Here's Bruce Springsteen, The Wayfarer.
Same sad story, love and glory, going round and round. It's the same old cliche, wanderer on his way, slipping from town to town. Some find peace here on the sweet streets of home, where kindness falls and your heart calls for a permanent place of your own. I'm a wayfarer, baby. I drift from town to town. When everyone's asleep and the midnight bells sound, the wheels are sent up the highway, spinning round and round. We start out slow in a sweet little bungalow, something two can call home. The rain comes falling, the blues come calling, you're left with a heart of stone. Some folks are inspired, sitting by the fire, slippers tucked under the bed. But when I go to sleep, I can't count sheep for the white lines in my head. I'm a wayfarer, baby. I roam from town to town. When everyone's asleep and the midnight bells sound, the wheels are hissing up the highway, spinning round and round. Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you now? I'm a wayfarer, baby. I roam from town to town. And everyone's asleep and the midnight bells sound, the wheels are hissing up the highway, spinning round and round. I'm a wayfarer, baby. I'm a wayfarer,
Baby. Bruce Springsteen,
I'm a wayfarer, baby.
The Wayfarer.
I'm a wayfarer, baby.
From Radio 2.
I'm a wayfarer, baby. I'm a wayfarer, baby.
So we got Brian Blessed on later, talking about his new play that he's directing, and I think he's in it too, not sure. And Sarah Davis, the newest of the Dragons in Dragon's Den.
My first product,
Yeah.
very similar story to you. I came up with the problem. In my case, it was how people make handmade cards, how do they make matching envelopes. My dad's an engineer.
Yeah.
He invented the product. He was the, what did you call your dad? I wrote it down.
crazy.
The crazy
It's
inventor
crazy,
man.
sure.
I'm going to go home and call my dad that.
Yeah.
And then I built a whole company off the back of one great idea.
Yeah.
And that's why I would love to make you an offer.
I'm in.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me and baby, I got you.
I got flowers in the spring. I got you to wear my ring.
And when I'm sad, you're a clown. And if I get scared, you're always around. Don't let them say your hair's too long, 'cause I don't care. With you I can't go wrong.
Then put your little hand in mine. There ain't no hill or mountain we can't climb, babe.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
I got you to hold my hand.
I got you to understand.
I got you to walk with me.
I got you to talk with me. I got you to kiss goodnight. I got you to hold me tight. I got you, I won't let go. I got you to love me so. I got you, babe.
That is a song that doesn't date. I got you, babe. Sonny and Cher.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Can I bring on Tim Smith? Yes, I can. And let's have a look at some of our factoids. Hello, Tim, what you got?
During the Middle Ages, butter was given an extra golden colour by being mixed with marigold flowers.
If you had to choose between your dog and your significant other, who would you pick? Choosing a pet over a partner is more common than you think. A survey found that 4 out of 5 people think their dog's reaction to a potential partner is an important factor in determining whether or not it's a love match. And 86% said they would break up with someone if their dog didn't like them.
The sausage goes back 3,500 years. It was invented or first thought of by the Babylonians. They used stuffed spiced meat.
Men can read smaller print than women. Women can hear better.
Factoids.
Further you fall, higher you fly. You keep on reaching, don't know why. Road is long and I've been losing my way. The night is young and you've got nothing to say. If you ain't got no love, you ain't got no faith. If you come to find what you're looking for, I can tell you now this is the place. If you ain't got no love, and you ain't got no faith. If you come to find what you're looking for, I can tell you now this is the place. This is the place. This is the place.
Now, me and Tim going to look at some stuff going on today. It's the UN's World Humanitarian Day today. The International Tyre Expo is on in Shanghai. The Security Risk and Management Summit has started in Sydney. I know, Tyre Expo.
I'm only laughing as well because I had to get 2 new tyres. They're being done actually as we speak, and tyres, they seem to vary in price so much.
I know. The Textile Sourcing Canada Expo starts in Toronto. The Curry Awards are tonight in Birmingham. And the World Batters Championships, I love badminton, are being held in Basel in Switzerland. It's the All-African Games in Morocco, and in tonight's football, Wolves play Man United. It's Beethoven's 9th at the Proms at the Royal Albert Hall. Stephen Fry begins his Mythos trilogy of shows at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. Ariana Grande playing London. Foo Fighters headline the Vital Music Festival in Belfast. And Matthew Perry from Friends, it's his birthday today. I want to just ask you very briefly about Bruce Bruce Willis, because we interviewed Bruce Willis, and sometimes it's a difficult interview, sometimes it's a good interview. What's he like to work with? Is he okay?
He was great. He was very nice.
Did he ever look at you as if you were crazy?
Did he ever look at me like I was crazy?
Yeah, because he looked at me like I was crazy one time.
Well, maybe you are crazy.
That might just be you.
No, I never thought of that. He's making a good point. Matthew, that's probably it. That was the one where Matthew Perry called me crazy. That was the one.
Quite right.
Here's Tim.
Sir Andy Murray and Amanda Holden have won the Rear of the Year award as judges celebrated quality rather than quantity. Sir Andy triumphed over competition including Harry Styles, Aidan Turner and Idris Elba, and Amanda was chosen by the voting public ahead of Holly Willoughby, the Duchess of Sussex, and Carol Vorderman. The judges said Amanda and Andy's celebrated rears represent perfect examples of today's toned and firmed gluteus maximus.
OK. Chancellor Sajid Javid has said he has no plans to make house sellers, rather than buyers, pay stamp duty tax. I wouldn't support that, the Chancellor said in a tweet on Sunday, yesterday. Organisers say 1.7 million people turned out at Sunday's pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong amid increasingly severe warnings by Beijing. And the good news today, you probably read this too, summer is on its way. It's been a positively autumnal August, we know that, but summer could mount a comeback this week, and Britons, that's us, will be able to enjoy some sunshine over the bank holiday as temperatures might creep up to 30 Celsius, 86 Fahrenheit. So we look forward to that. We got the new dragon on today, Sarah Davis, the newest of the dragons in Dragon's Den, and Brian Blessed Love, talking about directing a new production of the Agatha Christie play Towards Zero down near Reading. You're on The Big Show.
Show you no mercy. She will just tell you things you wanna hear. Yeah, you wanna hear. I won't let you become a number, baby. I won't let you just disappear. Black and white exposure, showing every single flaw. I thought you and I were special. Didn't think it'd be this hard. I wanna be there when you're sleeping. Yeah, I wanna be there when you breathe.
Yes, from Radio 2, that's new. Kick It, Natasha Bedingfield.
Way we pull apart.
Hey, Steve, just driving back to Boston Spa after visiting Edinburgh. Went to see Madness last night. Had a great time. I bet you did. Just want to say thanks to my hubby, Brian. You're right there, Brian, for a great few days. Thank you from Steph. On our way home from our holiday in Belgium and Holland, it's a long old drive. We're listening. Looking forward to getting home to Caerphilly. We love your show. That's Tim, Tor and John. And this says, hi, Steve and the Radio 2 team. My partner Dean and I, nearly all at our destination. It was a song, 10cc. Brixham in Devon. We've travelled from our home in Kent, going a few days to celebrate Dean's birthday. Please give us a shout out, Vicky Gray. Okay, you got it, Vicky. Thank you.
If you want to contact Steve Wright in the afternoon, email steve.wright@bbc.co.uk, text 88291, or tweet at BBC Radio 2.
Here is the Bobster.
Steve, thank you. First of all, to the Highlands, to the A830 at Glenfinnan. It is still closed following this earlier accident between the A861 at Glenfinnan and Benavis, so still investigation work. M8 Glasgow, eastbound, entry Slit Road at 16. So coming on from Canal Street at Craighall, partially blocked. There's a breakdown there. You have to squeeze past. Kendal, the A6 route, the Victoria Bridge is closed for the safety inspection, so diversion both ways via Stramongate Bridge. And then to the M62, 37 to 36, Howden through to Goole, got a breakdown there, one lane is shut. To the M6, now northbound, the accident between 30 and 31 is all cleared out of the way. Then on the M6 northbound, between 8 and 9, we've still got two lanes closed. There was an accident, they've now got to carry out repairs to the carriageway, so that's causing northbound M6 queues from Junction 5. Also at Junction 7 for the M6, we had a breakdown on the exit Slit Road to Great Bar. That has all cleared out of the way. M6 northbound breakdowns between 6 and 7 at Great Bar have also been cleared. The M14 northbound at the top, there was a bump between 16 Henley and Arden and the M42, which all cleared out of the way. Most of the congestion's gone through as well. Now the A1 northbound, just north of Stamford. Now we've got queues back from Wittering past Stamford towards an accident. Now I'm waiting for official confirmation, but I've had loads of you that have called and said there's an accident on the northbound side, and there's definitely queues there on the approach to that accident, which is before Oakham. The M1 on the southbound side at 4 for Edgware, that exit Slit Road is closed. They were holding the traffic. We thought it was a lost load, but it's actually a fuel spillage on the exit Slit Road at Junction 4 for the A41, so you can't get off on the southbound exit. And the M25 clockwise 29 past Romford, we've got one lane shut with an accident. And then anti-clockwise, if you're coming on from the A21 onto that spur road of the M25 anti-clockwise, we've got a lorry having a tyre change, so it's a little bit slow towards Orpington. And the M2 westbound, the Junction 5 for Sittingbourne, exit Slit Road, accident on that westbound route causing queues. And to the M3, now there's been an accident between 12 and 11. Northbound 2 lanes are shut, southbound 1 lane is shut between Winchester South and Eastleigh because a lorry has crossed the central reservation. That is causing huge queues through the area. And finally to Bristol, to the M49 southbound, they've closed it from the M4 at Junction 22 to the M5, and this is causing queues back on the M5 and on the M4. Another one for you, half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby. You'll remember Yaz's version of this. I think we may have found the original. This is Otis Clay.
Well. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, baby.
we take a look at some more news and bits going on. Sarah Davis will be one of our guests today. Successful business person and now a potential investor in businesses on Dragon's Den. Brian Blessed, actor, director and mountaineer. Tomorrow, Paul Whitehouse and Bob Mortimer. Yes, back on BBC Two with their second series of Gone Fishing on Friday nights. Wednesday, Imelda Staunton, great actress, about to star in the new ITV drama A Confession, and also, I believe, in the Downton movie.
That's right, she is, yeah.
Coming up. Marnie Chesterton and Greer Jackson from Crowd Science over on the BBC World Service. Talking about a little concept which I'll tell you about as we go through the week. Thursday, Russell Howard on with us ahead of starting his huge respite tour. Huge comedian. I mean, he's it's off the scale, isn't it?
Hugely successful.
Russell Howard,
brilliant.
amazing. Emily Attack and Joel Dommett presenting a new ITV show called Singletown. And on Friday, we're off. OJ Borge will be here on Friday. So now you're up to date on that. In the anniversaries today, what year, Tim? David Bowie plays the first 2 nights at the Rainbow Theatre, North London, on his current Ziggy Stardust tour.
Oh, very famous tour, very famous gigs, 1972.
It's correct. This day, what year, the High Numbers, otherwise the Who, play The Scene. Hey, it's the High Numbers at The Scene in Soho in London. What year, though?
1964.
How'd you know this?
I'm just guessing. The first one I was a good guess, but that was a lucky guess.
That's correct.
Okay, come on, give me one I won't get.
You're cheating along the way.
No, honestly.
All right, who was Orville Wright?
Orville Wright was the brother of Wilbur Wright. Of course, the first people to achieve powered flight. Distant relatives of your good self,
Yeah, I
of
thought
course.
you were going to say a duck. Coco Chanel.
Coco Chanel, well, I guess invented a perfume or a scent.
Oh, Coco Chanel clothing and
of course, yeah, clothing as well.
Willie Shoemaker.
Willie Shoemaker was a jockey, wasn't he?
Yeah, 1931, American jockey who rode a record breaker. I think it might have been 1,000 winners or something like that. A great jockey. Johnny Nash.
Johnny Nash, great reggae singer. Love Johnny Nash. One of the first albums I ever bought was a Johnny Nash album.
Yeah. Tears on My Pillow.
Tears on My Pillow. Stir It Up, which of course was a Bob Marley song, and I Can See Clearly Now.
A survey asks, what are some of the most overrated things in life? The most common answers were...
ice cream?
No. Bigger things than ice cream.
Bigger things. Buying a new car. Money. Having loads of money.
Money is number one.
Sex.
Money is number one.
Sex.
Yes, sex is number 3. Fame is number 2. Some of the more entertaining responses were, these are the most overrated things in life: champagne, selfies, picnics, and lobster.
See, I think gardening's vastly overrated, but that's just me, yes.
You've been doing some, haven't you?
I try not to, no. Moving to the countryside, talking of gardening, to enjoy the quiet life could be a thing of the past. There's a new survey today, with more than 3/4 of retirees intending to live out their lives in the city. Good on them. Nationwide study of Britain's in or approaching retirement revealed 9 in 10 claim they want excitement in their lives rather than rural peace, and they are staying in the city.
Sarah Davis, Brian Blessed on with us later on The Big Show.
Are you a man who loves and cherishes and cares for me? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Are you a guard in a prison, maximum security? Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Do we stay home all the time 'cause you want me to yourself?
Spotlight. Steve, Sandy and Paul heading from Livingston to Centre Parks in Cumbria for our first family holiday with baby Maxwell, just aged 1. The rain is not going to get us down. Quite right. Have a nice time. And Steve and team, what is the bizarre thing you're doing? Our answer, well, we're in a field at Green Man Festival in our caravan, and we're marking the poles on the awning. Awning's a great word. So we can put it up perfectly next time. Bizarre or what? Laugh out loud, Simon and Lorraine. That is bizarre. Justine's got news next for us. When we come back, the oldies chosen by Michelle Atherton from Stubbington in Hampshire.
BBC News at 3 o'clock. This is Justine Green. Downing Street has confirmed that it's pursuing a tougher approach to freedom of movement in the event of a no-deal Brexit. Sources say the government have abandoned Theresa May's ideas to allow freedom of movement to continue until January 2021 or to allow EU citizens to remain for 3 months before having to apply for more permanent residency. Boris Johnson says he wants an Australian-style points-based system but insists he's not trying to make the UK hostile to immigration. The Liberal Democrats' Home Affairs spokesman, Sir Ed Davey, is scathing about the idea.
You cannot just govern by headlines. Mr. Johnson has got to get real. He is affecting the lives of millions of people. And this new measure could inflict dramatic damage to our health service, to our schools, to our whole economy. It's the most irresponsible, reckless form of government I think anyone has ever seen.
Police and bomb disposal officers are said to have been lucky to escape unhurt when an explosive device detonated in County Fermanagh. The bomb went off as teams reviewed a site in Wattle Bridge where a hoax device was found on Saturday. Police said it was a deliberate attempt to lure them to the area to murder them. Thames Valley Police have been given another 24 hours to question 10 teenagers and men about the murder of PC Andrew Harper in Berkshire. The officer was dragged under a car as he responded to reports of a burglary. A teenager has appeared in court accused of murdering a solicitor who was stabbed in Newcastle. The 17-year-old will next appear at the city's Crown Court on Wednesday. Olivia Richwald reports.
Peter Duncan was stabbed in the chest with a screwdriver outside a shopping centre in Newcastle on Wednesday. The 52-year-old has been described as a devoted father and husband and an excellent lawyer. Today, a 17-year-old boy appeared at North Tyneside Magistrates Court charged with his murder. The boy, who can't be named for legal reasons, spoke only to confirm his name, age and address. He's also charged with possession of an offensive weapon and the theft of a screwdriver. The hearing lasted just 5 minutes.
Boris Johnson has hit out at the misinformation online about vaccines that's led to Britain losing its status as a measles-free country, describing it as superstitious mumbo-jumbo. He urged parents to avoid being complacent about getting both doses of the MMR jab. Mary Ramsey from Public Health England says the importance of vaccination can't be stressed highly enough.
If your child is completely unvaccinated against MMR, then the chances of them getting measles are very, very high. Even though measles is now rare in this country because we have high uptake, when it comes in, it spreads very quickly. It's the most infectious disease we know of, really. And so it can get into a school and spread and pick out all those children who are unprotected very quickly.
The National Farmers Union say this month's wet weather has brought the wheat harvest to a shuddering halt. It says the rainfall, particularly in the north and west of England, has affected the quality of the crop and made it difficult to use combine harvesters. That's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 3. Our next at 4.
Thanks, Justine.
88 to 91.
Got the non-stop oldies coming next.
BBC Radio 2. It's Steve Wright in the
The non-stop oldies brought to you daily by Steve Wright in the afternoon.
I'm not content to be with you in the daytime. Girl, I want to be with you all of the time. The only time I feel alright is by your side. Girl, I want to be with you all of the time, all day and all of the night. All day and all of the night. All day and all of the night.
Joy Division. Love will tear us apart, these oldies. Chosen by Michelle Atherton. Hello, Michelle, from Stubbington in Hampshire. Hello, Steve. I recently got married to Simon in Ilfracombe, North Devon. We had a weekend of singing and dancing with more than 60 of our friends and family to mark the start of our married lives. The weather was beautiful, warm and sunny, which was lucky because it had been awful in the lead up to it. And it really was the perfect day. I work as a relationship manager for a corporate finance broker, and Simon is a national sales manager for a lending platform that specialises in funding local house builders. We both work from home, which is a 5-minute walk from the beach. We're often down there with Archie, who's a cockapoo that we dog share whilst his owners are at work. Oh, okay. I like to keep active. I enjoy walking and running and going to the gym and cooking. Simon is a keen hockey player and has recently returned from a tournament in Holland where his team first took place. Michelle Atherton in Stubbington picking these non-stop oldies. And also, sorry, I'm eating a ginger nut. And to get a badge as well. It's low cal, it's okay.
Ain't it good, ain't it right that you are with me here tonight? Music playing, our bodies swaying in time. Touching you, so warm and tender. Lord, I feel such a sweet surrender. Beautiful is the dream that makes you mine. Gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Baby, baby, rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Oh my darling, oh my baby, you got the moves that drive me crazy. And on your face, I see a trace of love. Come hold me close, don't let me go. I need you, honey, I love you so. You were made for me by the stars above. Rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? And baby, baby, rock me gently, rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Rock me slowly, take it easy. Don't you know that I have never been loved like this before? Ain't it good, ain't it right that you are with me here tonight?
On the oldies, Andy Kim, Rock Me Gently. And these non-stops chosen by Michelle Atherton in Stubbington. You've got a badge and your oldies played. And it's only 3:14, so plenty to come. Including this from Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. All right, Dave?
Silence, come crashing into my little world. Painful to me, it's right through me. Don't you understand? Oh, my little girl, all I ever wanted are meaningless and forgettable. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary, they can only do harm.
Enjoy the Silence from Depeche Mode, from Basildon. Tell you what, you could do with a few more garden centres around there. Hello, good afternoon. This is Steve Wright in the afternoon with the non-stop oldies.
Playing everywhere. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Darling, you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? If you say that you are mine, I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day is fine and next is black. So if you want me off your back, well come on and let me know. Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So come on and let me know. This indecision's bugging me. Indecision may molest us. If you don't want me, set me free. Exactly whom I'm supposed to be. Don't you know which clothes even fit me? Come on and let me know. Should I cool it or should I blow? Split. Should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? If I go there will be trouble, and if I stay it will be double. So you gotta let me know.
Should I stay or should I go? Breezy with sunny spells and some heavy showers, thunderstorms over east and southeast England. I'm afraid temperatures 21, 22 maybe in Canterbury. That's the high anyway. Tonight dry for most places, a chance of showers for Northern Ireland and southern Scotland. And now you're up to date.
Gotta let me know. Should I stay or should I go?
Sarah Davis with us later.
So, are we making an investment today in just the shower product?
Yeah.
Or are we making an investment in the company that is going to develop unique products for around the home which don't require tools?
At £1 million valuation, I valued it in the shower gem and other similar storage products for our bathrooms, but it wouldn't extend to the whole house. If you wanted that to be included in the deal, we'd have to just have a look at valuation.
Wow. It's very tense. Sarah Davis, the newest of the Dragons in Dragon's Den, with us in about 15 minutes.
Are you ready? Their music took the world by storm.
We all sang. It was a reflection of our feelings.
Next weekend.
Let's hit it.
BBC Radio 2 celebrates Motown Records' 60th anniversary on Friday night at 8.
We turn the Hackney Empire into our very own Hitsville, USA with a Friday night is Music Night Motown Special.
And on Saturday and Sunday night at 9.
Hi, it's Tony Blackburn. I'll be taking a look back from our archives with a 2-part series with Motown at the BBC.
You have given us so much music.
Motown at 60 on BBC Radio 2.
Non-stop oldies chosen by Michelle Atherton from Stubbington in Hampshire. This is Sparks, by the way. Who's he looking at? Number one song in heaven. Hello from Radio 2, look. Steve, my husband Brian Fernie Ho is wrapping a Corona beer box with Marvel superhero wallpaper. Now that's bizarre. Thank you very much, Jeanette. That's the kind of thing. Steve and Tim were on their way home to Ludlow in Shropshire from the south of France. Be great to have a shout out. Kev, Julie and Millie already on the M25. Steve, can you give the Ditcham family a shout out? That's Danny, Pip, Daisy and Connor. We're travelling back from our camping holiday in North Norfolk. We love the show. Amazing music. Thank you. Steve, give a shout out to Rod and Julia on their way home to Salisbury after a great weekend at the Purbeck Valley Folk Festival at Corfe Castle. Big shout out to gorgeous husband Tony, this says, who's taking me on the scenic route home from London to the south coast. Oh, the scenic route. Great. Past, Nelson's Column and, yeah. I love him more and more as the years go by. All too fast, Tracy. And then where could you go? Trafalgar Square, then you go to back up the Mall. Yeah. You'll eventually get to the south coast. You have to go south, though. Steve, I'm skiing in Milton Keynes. Indoor snow centre. Oh, yeah, this is bizarre. Trying to get a bit less wobbly for a ski holiday with my lovely girlfriend, Catherine, at Christmas. How do they do that indoor snow, then? Listening on our way from West Wales to the Great Dorset Steam Fair for a week of steam and cider. Travelling with hubby Martin, who is a Radio 3 fan. We all are. And friends Amanda and Martin. Thank you, Steve. Joe from... Oh, thank you. That's me. And that's Joe from Pembrokeshire. Steve and everybody, good morning from Football Ranch, or a football ranch in Southern California. Thanks for helping start Monday morning off on the right foot, and that's from Neil. My pleasure.
I think I was listening to the radio as much as I was watching TV at 3 and 4 and 5.
We all know his films, but it's the music that we really remember.
It was a big deal when I started buying records.
Now, Quentin Tarantino shares the secrets behind his most successful soundtracks.
I knew I wanted to get stuck in the middle with you. How much are you going to charge us for? Well, what's your music budget? 13,000. 13,000 is what I'm charging.
Quentin Tarantino's movie mixtape.
Delving into the mind.
He's my friend.
Master of movies.
I'm probably in his next movie.
Available to hear by downloading the BBC Sounds app.
Oh, yeah.
BBC Radio 2.
Now, here's the bobsleigh.
Thank you, Steve. Highland, the A830 at Glenfinnan. Still closed both ways between the A861 and the Banavi turnoff, so shut both directions still for investigation work. Glasgow, M8 eastbound, the entry slip road at 16, so coming on from Canal Street, still partially blocked. That accident is still there. Kendal, the Victoria Bridge, A6 route still closed both ways for inspection work. Diversion is via the Stramongate Bridge, and that's both directions. Now, the A1 Doncaster bypass northbound, there's a lorry having a tyre change, 36 Doncaster to 37 at Mars. So one lane is shut, causing a little bit of slow traffic. M62 westbound breakdown at 37 for Howden. That's now gone. To the M6 northbound through Birmingham, we've got big queues from Junction 5. We've still got 2 lanes closed between 8, the M5 and 9 for Wednesbury, and that's for emergency repairs following the earlier accidents. It's queuing on the M5 northbound as well as traffic tries to feed onto the M6. The A1 northbound between Wittering and Great Casterton, they've closed the northbound A1 now following this earlier accident. The actual accident is between the A43 Eastern on the Hill turn-off and the A606 at the Rutland Water turn-off, with queues before Wittering now. M1 southbound 15 to 14, got a breakdown there. One lane is shut towards Milton Keynes. M1 southbound exit slip road at 4, that takes you onto the A41. That is still completely closed because of the fuel spillage. And the M25 clockwise between 10 or just before the A3 towards 16 for the M40. It's busy. Around the other side, we've got 29 M49 at Romford to 30. Still one lane closed with that accident. Queues are past 28 already. And then we've got anti-clockwise. 13 to 11 busy. Past 9 at Leatherhead is slow. And then the spur road from the A21 down towards the M25 where we had that lorry having a tyre change. That's now completely clear. M3, we've got the biggest problem at Winchester. Northbound 2 lanes are closed. 12 at Eastleigh to 11. Southbound 1 lane is closed. 11 to 12. Queuing back onto the M27. We've got 5 miles of northbound queues. Have any impact on the M27 as well. And then finally to the M49 at Bristol. Southbound closed completely from the M4 to the M5. So traffic is pushed along the M4. So big queues there. And it's causing a backlog of southbound queues on the M5, which is queuing before 15. And then further down on the M5 heading south, 19 to 21. Portishead to Weston-super-Mare is also busy. Another one for you in half an hour.
And talking of Wittering, Tim's back with us soon.
Hi, this is Paul McCartney. Make contact with this show. steve.wright@bbc.co.uk. Make contact. Hey, it's just a day in your life. Yeah. Come together with Wrighty. Yeah. Hold his hand. Yeah. Let it be. Oh. Don't let me down. Oh, and Steve, are you sure you can carry that weight?
We're young and in love, and we're running like the wind. We got it all. We're never alone. If we got each other, we can save the world. Explosions in the sky, I see colors fly. It's like the 4th of July in your eyes. Old enough to know that we are young in love, young in love, young and in love. You and me, we can see time stand still if we stay young in love, young in love, young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Oh, oh. We're turning it up, play the music loud so we can sing along. And teach me all the words to all your favorite songs. And we can make this moment last all summer long. Explosions in the sky, I see colors fly. It's like the 4th of July in your eyes. Old enough to know that we are young in love, young in love, young and in love. You and me, we can see time stand still if we stay young in love, young in love, young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Oh, oh. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Yeah, we are young and in love. Oh, oh. My walls down 'cause you make me fall apart in a good way, in a good way. Old enough to know that we are young in love, young in love, young and in love. You and me, we can see time stand still if we stay young in love, young in love, young and in love.
Was the second episode of Series 17 of Dragon's Den last night, so we got the newest dragon right here. Sarah Davis, MBE, is the youngest ever dragon. She's only 8 years old. No, that's a lie.
I'm looking good.
Yeah. She founded her company, Crafters Companion, back in 2005 while she was studying for a business degree at the University of York. So she's here, everybody. Welcome to our little show, and I guess welcome to the Dragon's Den. We've already seen you on there, and last night, well, we'll talk about last night's show in a second. Let's just set you up. I've got little Evan here doing a thing. Hang on.
The new firebrand is shaking things up. Sarah Davies has made millions from her worldwide crafting empire.
I built a whole company off the back of one great idea.
She's already stumped up big money.
So I'd like to make you an offer. Sorry. I'd be looking for a third of your business.
I like the puns.
And she doesn't pull her punches.
So you're going to give us loads of examples, but all we're going to hear is noise.
It's that brilliant. So, how did it go last night? I watched it, and this guy came on, and he was the shower guy. Explain what that product was. It was some kind of tidy up a shower.
Yeah, do you know, as soon as I saw it, I immediately thought, crikey, every house in the country needs one of these.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm looking for in the den, products that literally fill a genuine need. Everyone has a shower, everyone has a problem where they're putting the bottles in the shower. And so immediately, totally taken by that product.
Well, judging by the success of your own businesses, you can easily judge how other businesses are going to do. So you're perfect for the show. But are you sympathetic to these? I mean, sometimes a pitch goes wrong, doesn't it? People are all to pieces, and there's a good idea, and then suddenly you 4 or 5 or whatever just get angry with them for doing a bad pitch.
Do you know, I must admit, as a viewer of the programme for the last few years, I do feel for them.
Yeah.
You know, when they come in and they've got the sweaty palms and they're shaking like a leaf, and then Deborah Meaden literally tears a strip off them because they don't know their numbers. But I think, do you know what, mate? You shouldn't have come in here if you didn't know your numbers inside out, back to front.
Oh, yeah, no, but sometimes a product is really good and you think, okay, they don't know their numbers, but everyone's annoyed with them because they're nervous.
I decided before I went in the den, I thought, I'm going to be the nice one, but
Didn't quite work out?
Well, you know, but nice but straight talking. You've got to be honest with them.
I mean, you're tough.
I think, you know, especially if you saw the first episode, them 2 young lasses from York that came in had a fantastic idea for the product, and immediately I just made eye contact with them. I was smiling at them all the way through. I wanted to put them at ease so that they could do a better job of their pitch, because the better a job they do with their pitch, the more likely we are to invest. At the end of the day, that's why we're there. We want to make investments.
Is the trick for you guys to listen carefully? And how soon do you make up your mind? Can you tell quite quickly?
Well, for me, I've pretty much made up my mind within the first 5-10 minutes after they've pitched. And then from then, you're just validating your decision based on what the other dragons have to say and how they respond to the questions. It's a bit of gameplay in there as well, so you've got to be really careful to not show your hand too soon if you think the other dragons are going to jump in on it as well. Maybe let a couple of them come out before you start showing your hand, but also you've got to look enthusiastic enough about the product that they would want to choose you if it gets into a haggle and war, but not so enthusiastic that you then can't leave yourself with a good negotiating place to negotiate a decent deal out of it. It's basically how it works.
You're good, aren't you? You're good. Had you always wanted to be a businesswoman? Because you studied business, didn't you?
I did. Well, both my parents are in business. I've grown up, little pit village in the northeast of England, and we literally live, sleep, breathe the business. And I think when you've only ever known that, I knew when I grew up, as it was, I wanted to go into business. I just never knew what the business would be.
Tell us about your business, because it's one of the simplest ideas I've ever seen, and yet it's complicated in an odd kind of way as well. It's a craft business, and it's making cards and envelopes out of shape thing.
Yeah, it's a shape thing. You've totally nailed it there.
Yeah, well, you could probably explain it a little better than me.
I hope so.
Oh, bless you.
It's awesome, though.
Well, you don't quite strike me as the target customer, thankfully. But those crafters out there, so basically people who are into making handmade cards, when I started in the industry, none of them could get the right size envelope for the card. Now, it may seem like a really trivial problem to solve, but if you've just spent a couple of hours making a gorgeous card and then you put it in a rubbishy white envelope, it doesn't even fit, you've spoiled the effect. So I designed and developed a tool called the Enveloper, which then allows you to make any shape and size envelope.
And the tool looks
exactly
like a
match the
case,
card.
doesn't it? Like a briefcase.
That one is my step up. So after we made the envelope, it was very successful. We went on to integrate the envelope maker with a card maker and a box maker and a paper trimmer and everything you could want if you were a paper crafter into one little case that looks a bit like a laptop. Yeah.
It's very cool. I love making stuff.
He is. He's a crafter on the quiet.
I'm a crafter on the
I'm
quiet.
totally sending you one. You'd be brilliant at this.
Can glues be involved? Because I quite like glue.
Absolutely. We'll get you some glue. You know what you need? You need the envelope glue. The lick and stick glue.
Yes, I do.
You do.
Don't go away. Sarah Davis, MBE. Don't go away there.
I speak your name. That's funny. You say that you are so helpless too, that you don't know
Let's enjoy right here where we at. Who knows where this road is supposed to lead? We got nothing but time. As long as you're right here next to me, everything's gonna be alright. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be. I don't mean to be so uptight, but my heart's been hurt a couple times by a couple guys that didn't treat me right. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie, 'cause I'm tired of the fake love. Show me what you're made of, boy, make me believe.
Whoa, hold up, girl, don't you know you're beautiful? And it's easy to see.
If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. So won't you ride with me, ride with me, see where this thing goes. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, if it's meant to be.
So come on, ride with me, see where this thing goes. So come on, ride with me, baby, if it's meant to be. Maybe we do,
maybe we don't,
maybe we will, maybe we won't.
Having me on board, we're going to parachute this, make it happen faster and bigger than what it would have been. And that comes at a price. So I'll offer you all of the money for 30%. I'd be willing to share with a fellow dragon, but I feel like I've got what you need. So the decision's yours. But don't insult me and come back and ask me if I'll knock back down to 10%, because you'll lose me.
We're back with Sarah Davis, MBE. We're talking about the latest series of Dragon's Den, and Sarah is the latest dragon. Before the music, we were talking about her own company. So I did read that you were invited to go on a few years ago, but you declined, right?
No, I didn't decline. I was desperate to go on. Picture this, okay? Management students at university, Dragon's Den had just started that year. We used to huddle round the TV on a Thursday night, hanging off their every word. I mean, this was just off the scale, unbelievable. And then when I got a phone call a few months later from a researcher, they'd read about me in the papers because I'd won this big business award. Would I be interested to come on the show? I said, I'd absolutely love to. It's my favourite TV programme. And they said, fantastic, brilliant, we'll get you on. So how much money are you looking for? I said, oh no, I don't really need any money. Business is doing really well, but I'll give away a few % to get one of them dragons on board. And they just laughed at me and they said, it's not quite how it works, but would have been a lovely idea. And I just look back on that moment and just think, what if I had said I needed some money? Or, just if things had worked out differently.
Well, what do you think? What would have happened? Would you still be where you are now or not?
Honestly, probably not actually. One of the things that's been great for me, I've grown the business in a sustained fashion over 14 years. We've never had any outside investment. Where the business has been successful, we've reinvested the cash and grown it. I think had I had that shot in the arm and that injection, probably would have overtraded and imploded, to be honest. So maybe it was a good thing that it happened for me in the way that it did.
With this current series, I mean, you've taped them all by now, yeah? You've done them all. Can you tell us anything about any further inventions, anything that you might... I mean, just tease it for us if you can.
You don't want any spoilers.
No, I know, but,
You don't want any spoilers. Let me just tell you this, though. There's stuff that I never in a million years would have thought I would have invested in.
Okay.
There's stuff that I've thought, what on earth? And then actually, 5 minutes later, I've thought, hey, that's a good idea.
And was there stuff you thought, I hope somebody comes in with something to do with ... And did anybody come in with that?
No. All the ... things I was hoping for, when we've had things that looked a bit like that, I've thought, that's not as exciting as I think. Whereas that business I've just invested in over here, I tell you what, there's a cracking one coming up this Sunday, mind. I'm not giving you any spoilers.
Oh, come on.
If you'll have seen them on the advert. If you see the advert, the trailer right at the end, there's this young lad from Malaysia and he starts crying at the end, and then I start crying and it all went downhill. And I remember as we walked off set, Deborah Meaden just took one look at us and she said, you are going to need to toughen up.
Really?
Oh, that was me told.
Now, Peter, Deborah, Tuka and Taj, who do you sit next to?
I sit right in the middle of Deborah and
Yeah.
Tuga, and it's great because you know when they do the foodie ones and the alcohol ones.
Yeah.
Well, Tuga doesn't really eat that much or drink that much. I'm their wolf and mind.
Oh, you got the free
He
samples.
sends his back over.
Yeah.
I tell you what, there was one pitch we had. I think you saw it in the first night. I had my drink, and then he passed me his down. I was halfway through his drink, and I'm starting to realise it's going to my head. I'm thinking, hang on. Not only do I have to make a sensible business decision now here, but I'm going to be on national TV. Being half cut is a really good look.
It'll be all right in the edit. No, that's a good point, actually. I mean, I do hear they're downstairs and then they come up in the lift. Then they come in and they do their pitch. Sometimes the pitches are actually longer than we see. Am I correct?
Well, they only have 2 minutes to pitch their idea. And trust me, they start running over, Pete will give them the eyes or Deborah will shut them up. I've learned, right? But after the 2 minutes, we can then interrogate them as long as we want.
Okay.
And that interrogation sometimes goes on for up to like a couple of hours.
No.
Yeah, a couple of hours. Or if it's a good one, like the one that you saw this weekend, that porridge, where everyone was fighting for it.
Yeah.
Literally, we went at them and interrogated for a couple of hours. And then, of course, you can be trying to negotiate a deal. Then they're thinking about it. They're coming back with a counter
And that gets
deal.
heated as well.
It does get a little bit heated, I'll not lie.
It's still a wonderful programme. It's still as good as it ever was, if not
it
better.
is.
I love the format. I love you. I love everybody else. It's just, and we are kind of rooting for the people that come on to pitch. But at the same time, we're rooting for you guys. It's a game show sometimes, isn't it?
It is, and I think the one thing that hit me more than anything is how real life it is. This is literally a life-changing moment for them people in front of us. But at the end of the day, we're business investors, and especially if you look, Deborah and Peter, who've been doing this for 15 plus years, they've got a huge investment portfolio. So you need to be choosing the winners.
Yeah.
You need to just be putting your time as well as your money into the ones that are really going to deliver that return and make a split-second decision.
Do you find that Peter blocks out the light?
They told me he was tall. They did not
very
prepare me for that moment when he walked in the
He's
door and
had a-
I just stared up at him in disbelief.
Yeah.
He's had a trendy haircut as well.
Yeah, he looks cool, looks cool. You can see the first 2 episodes of Series 17 of Dragon's Den right now on the iPlayer, and the next episode, which is on BBC 2 on Sunday night at 8 p.m. Really nice to meet you. No doubt we'll see you again. It's Sarah Davis, MBE. Everybody, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys. Been great.
Thank you.
I was wondering about your mama. Did she get the job she wanted? So that car that gave her problems. I'm just curious about her honest. Though you're wondering why I've been calling, like I got ulterior motives. Though we didn't end this so good, but you know we had something so good. So I'm wondering, can we still be friends? Can we still be friends? Doesn't have to end. And if it ends, can we be friends? Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Wondering if you got a body to hold you tight since I left. Wondering if you think about me. Actually, don't answer that. Though you're wondering why I've been calling, like I got ulterior motives. Though we didn't end this so good, but you know we had something so good. So I'm wondering, can we still be friends? Can we still be friends? Doesn't have to end. And if it ends, can we be friends?
Justin Bieber, Blood Pop, Friends. We are sat round the pool in Crete here, 29 degrees, hot, hot, hot from the Greer family. Right, hello. Give the City Boys a shout out who are travelling home from Eastbourne, currently on the M40. And Steve, say hello to my brother John, fitting a kitchen in sunny South Wales. A huge thanks from Sister Pat and Nigel. You got it. Back with the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the M6 through Birmingham on the southbound side now. 10A, the M54 to 10 at Walsall. Got a breakdown, so one lane is shut. Northbound, good news, 8 to 9 at Wednesbury. All lanes reopened following emergency repairs. Still queuing from 5, though, and at junction 7 on the M6. If you're coming on northbound from the A34 at Great Bar, there's a breakdown on the entry slip road. You can squeeze past it, though. M5 northbound, 6 to 5 at Droitwich. Also got a breakdown. One lane is shut. No change for the A1 northbound between Wittering and Great Casterton. Still closed. This is between the Eastern on the hill turn off, the A43 to the A606. Big queues behind it. Southbound, Phil says there's a big southbound queue as well down towards Newark because of that accident on the other side. A14, if you're heading anywhere between exiting Sohoff through to Bury, because of the heavy rain that's just happened, you got really heavy flooding. Gilles just got caught up in that, and it's really slow going in some parts. M1 southbound breakdown, 15 Northampton has now gone. M1 northbound, 11A, we've still got an accident on the exit slip road, and the M1 southbound at 4 for Edgware, we've still got that exit slip road closed. M25, 29 for Romford on the clockwise stretch, still 2 lanes closed with the accident there. And then to the M3, both ways, 12 to 11, we've got lane closures. Northbound, 2 lanes are closed. Ian says it's queuing back for 5 miles. And finally, the M49 at Bristol, southbound still closed from the M4 at 22 to the M5 at 18. Another one for you, half an hour.
That number 1 radio station in all of the land. Radio 2. Now it's 3 minutes to 4.
Across the UK, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Next hour, our guest is Brian Blessed Love, beloved actor. There's Factoid Sport with Betty, there's Tim, there's Bobby, there's Justine on news coming next. And for you and me and the team, a cup of tea and a rich tea biscuit. United Kingdom across planet Earth. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on digital radio and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 4 o'clock. This is Justine Green. Downing Street has said that rules allowing EU citizens to live and work freely in the UK will cease immediately in the event of a no-deal Brexit at the end of October. Boris Johnson and the Home Secretary Priti Patel have rejected the previous government's plan to allow freedom of movement to continue until January 2021. They've reiterated that nothing would change for EU nationals already here. Madeleine Sumption is from the Migration Observatory, a group campaigning to reduce immigration. She says setting up a new system will take time.
There's quite an extensive process that needs to happen of registering all of the EU citizens who are already living in the UK. Whatever system you bring in after Brexit will be quite difficult to fully enforce until that process is complete, because you need a way to distinguish between EU citizens, say, who've been living here for a decade, and people coming in under whatever the new system is.
Jeremy Corbyn has vowed to do everything necessary to stop the UK leaving the EU without a deal. The Labour leader said a general election was needed and restated that he'd call for a vote of no confidence in the government. But our political correspondent Tony Bonsignore says it's not clear how Mr Corbyn intends to carry out his plans.
He's saying we are completely committed to avoiding a no-deal Brexit. We want to have a public vote on what's going to happen on Brexit. But I think so much was unanswered. He came back to his idea of a government of national unity. But Jeremy Corbyn said, but it has to be me in charge. And we know over the last few days, lots of opposition MPs and some key Tory MPs have said that is not acceptable.
4 people have been injured when a vehicle hit them while they were in their tents at a campsite near Carnarvon in North Wales. One of the victims remains in hospital. 2 men have been arrested. Police in Northern Ireland have said officers have narrowly escaped injury in a bomb explosion in County Fermanagh. The blast occurred during a security operation launched after a warning was received. Officers found a hoax device last night, and during a follow-up search this morning, a bomb went off. The Deputy Chief Constable of the Police Service of Northern Ireland, Stephen Martin, says dissident Republican groups are likely to be behind the explosion.
The two who have been most active is the Continuity IRA and the New IRA, and I think one of those groups would be a very good starting point for the investigation. But certainly everything points to this device being set in place to catch police officers or army lured into the area to try and kill them.
A former hairdresser from Essex has been extradited to the United States, where she's accused of causing the death of a woman because of a botched cosmetic procedure. Kelly Mayhew, who was 34, died in 2015 after silicone bought on eBay was injected into her buttocks at a house in New York. 38-year-old Donna Francis is charged with criminally negligent homicide and unauthorised practice of a profession. And that's the BBC News at 4:03. Our next event.
Sorry, Justine, thank you very much. With sport, Betty Glover.
Hello, Steve. We'll start with cricket, and England have announced that it will be the same 12-man squad for the third Ashes test at Headingley on Thursday. James Anderson continues to miss out with his calf injury. He will, though, play for Lancashire Seconds tomorrow and will be assessed on an ongoing basis. To football, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer says Alexis Sanchez is very close to making his Manchester United return ahead of their trip to Wolves in the Premier League this evening. Sanchez has struggled with form and fitness. There's also reports this morning suggesting he could go to Inter Milan on loan. Now, after a summer of speculation over his future, Philippe Coutinho has found a way out of Barcelona. He's moving to Bayern Munich, initially on a season-long loan, but Bayern have the option to buy him for just short of £110 million at the end of that loan spell. And England missed the chance to secure a semi-final place at the Euro Hockey Championships after being held to a 1-1 draw by Germany. They're still the favourites to make the last four, though, with their final pool match on Wednesday against Belarus.
Thank you, Betty. Big show on the air.
BBC Radio 2.
Live till 5. Steve Wright in the afternoon.
deal for you. Painting 7 pairs of Wellington boots with navy blue gloss paint. That's Georgina in Dorking. That's good. That's fairly bizarre. Steve on our way back from Bakewell celebrating my 30th birthday on Thursday. Never eaten so many tarts in all my life. That's from Chloe.
This isn't proper music.
Yes, it is.
There's no tune you can whistle.
Yes, there is.
It's just thump, thump, thump.
Steve, it's Mel, baking celebration cakes in rainy Manchester. On our way to Cornwall says this from Essex for a relaxing week, listening to your little show. Can't wait for our first pasty. Is that all you're thinking of? It's Chris and Malk. And now me and Tim Smith are returning for Factoids. Tim.
Oh, this is good. Where do you think the phrase wild goose chase comes from?
Oh, something to do with hunting.
No, not really.
From the Victorian era?
No, it goes back a bit further to the Elizabethan era, Elizabeth I.
Right.
It's kind of based on a crazy version of the game Follow the Leader, because people believed that wild geese acted in that way.
Oh, really? I like that.
That's quite interesting, isn't it? You see, you play the game and we're going mad. There you go, there's your wild geese.
Human thigh bones are stronger than concrete.
According to recent figures, it's reckoned that parents in the UK clock up over 1,600 miles a year acting as a free taxi service for their kids.
Yeah. During your lifetime, you'll produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools.
Factoids.
Ariana Grande, Social House. It's new, Boyfriend.
I'm a train wreck. I don't wanna be too much, but I don't wanna miss your touch. You don't seem to give up. I don't wanna keep you waiting, but I do just what I have to do. And I might not be the one for you, but you ain't about to have no clue. 'Cause I know we be so complicated, but we be so smitten. It's crazy. I can't have what I want, but neither can you. You ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to say nobody else, and I don't want you to say nobody. But you ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to touch nobody else. Anywhere, tell nobody.
Even though you ain't mine, I promise the way we fight make me honestly feel like we just in love. 'Cause baby, when push comes to shove, then baby, I'm a train wreck too. I lose my mind when it comes to you. I take time with the ones I choose, and I don't wanna smile if it ain't from you. Yes, I know we be so complicated. Loving you sometimes drive me crazy, 'cause I can't have what I want, and neither can you.
You ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. And I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to say nobody else, and I don't want you to say nobody. But you ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to touch nobody else. Anywhere, tell nobody.
I wanna kiss you, don't wanna miss you, but I can't be with you, 'cause I got issues. Yeah, on the surface, seem like it's easy. Careful with words, but it's still hard to read me. Stress high when the trust low. Bad vibes with the fun go. Try to open up and love more. Try to open up and love more.
You are my boyfriend,
and you are my girlfriend. I probably wouldn't see nobody else, but I can guarantee that by myself.
You ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to say nobody else, and I don't want you to say nobody. But you ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to touch nobody else. Anywhere, tell nobody. You ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to say nobody else, and I don't want you to say nobody. But you ain't my boyfriend, boyfriend. I ain't your girlfriend, girlfriend. But you don't want me to touch nobody else.
Ariana Grande, Social House. Boyfriend.
Whoa.
This is Boris, Prime Minister. Zipwa! Sausages on sticks.
Radio 2.
Hi, Joe Wiley here.
Joe Wiley, Monday to Thursday nights from 7.
This is where you'll hear incredible songs from incredible artists.
The thing that we love is this old school sort of sound.
I just always thought it was a great song.
Songs that you haven't heard in ages and musical conversations that you won't hear anywhere else.
15, 20 years of writing and experimenting with different forms.
We're not quite sure how we got here. We're very delighted to be still doing it.
Some quality wind down time, just smoothing the gnarly edges off your life.
If you want good music, this is where it's at.
Joe Wiley.
Monday to Thursday from 7 on BBC Radio 2.
Okay, Brian Blessed with us soon.
Gordon's alive.
Well, in about 20 minutes anyway. Yeah. Wild Cherry, play that funky music.
Gordon's alive.
Yes, I did. To just go down and check out the show. Yeah, they were dancing and singing and moving to the grooving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die. Till you die, yeah. Oh, till you die. Gonna play some electrified funky music. Hey, wait a minute. Now, first it wasn't easy. Changing rock and roll and minds. Yeah, things were getting shaky. I thought I'd have to leave it behind. Oh, but now it's so much better. It's so much better. I'm funking out in every way. But I'll never lose that feeling. No, I won't. Of how I learned my lesson that day. When they were dancing and singing and moving to the grooving. And just when it hit me, somebody turned around and shouted, "Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music right. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music till you die."
Looking at some more news now and also some BBC Sound stuff. Strictly Come Dancing couple Neil and Katya Jones have separated after 11 years. You may have read that earlier. Also making news today, Donald Trump has tried to reassure markets about the risk of the US falling into a recession by saying the economy is doing tremendously well. The US president said he didn't see a recession, usually defined as when an economy shrinks for 2 consecutive quarters. White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow also said there was no recession in sight. I don't know if you find that reassuring. Viewers who find television adverts tiresome, this was in the Times earlier, should look away now, it says. Mainstream channels could soon be allowed to show more of them as part of government efforts to help them in their battle with online rivals. More commercials in any particular hour. A recent survey on relationships has found that simple acts of kindness are more appreciated than big gestures, Tim. Bring your significant other breakfast in bed. You done that?
Oh, always, of course, every day. Well, every day a cup of tea, yeah.
Really?
Maybe not breakfast. Cup of tea and a biscuit, yeah.
No, just be honest. Occasionally?
No, seriously, most days I do.
Most days?
Yeah, because I'm always up first. So I go and make some tea and I take her up a cup of tea.
Oh.
Now, there's that. You're shocked by that, aren't you?
I am, yeah, really am.
I'll bring you one day.
Thank you. Putting out the dustbins, telling them they look good naked, that all does a lot more to keep your relationship happy than a box of chocolates or a bunch of flowers, according to Enduring Love, Couple Relationships in the 21st Century, Open University.
I wish you'd tell me I look good naked occasionally.
I've not even seen your bare arms.
Well, they're not for you to see, believe me. Listen to this. The world's first mobile network designed for the hard of hearing has just been launched in Britain. Users of Audacious will take an online hearing test before receiving a SIM card that tailors calls to the frequency that they hear best. The SIM cards work in any phone. What a great idea.
You do the read for BBC Sounds, then go on.
OK, there's loads of new podcasts and shows to listen to on BBC Sounds, including Radio 1's Gemma Collins podcast. It's got Gemma giving advice and answering listeners' questions, and in the latest show, it's all about worst fake tan and makeup disasters. Gemma has a great story about that.
BBC Sounds. Years ago, when me and James was on tour, he took me to a nightclub on a date, and it was dark in the club and my face was sweating, and I thought I'd better top up my bronzer or face powder. Well, I'd had a few to drink, and I literally pulled out a blusher and put my brush in it, put it all over my face. It was only bright pink blusher, and there's actually a pat picture of me walking out the club with this bright red face. I'm just so Bridget Jones. It's so embarrassing.
Thank you, Gemma. You can also get programmes from the BBC World Service on the BBC Sounds app, including their hot new podcast, Music Life. Each week on Music Life, a group of musicians get together to discuss how they create music and to talk about their careers. This is what happened when Guy Garvey, John Grant, Planning to Rock, and Fiona Bryce got discussing stage anxiety.
I've had gigs when I've been on stage and it's just been one slow-mo panic attack, like from the start.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the whole thing, you're just waiting to faint, basically. Because at least
you never do.
Yeah, you never do, but at least
you're begging for it to come.
Exactly. It's like, at least that would get you out of it.
Please take me, Death. Grim Reaper, I welcome your arrival.
Yeah,
completely. But then I've watched those shows back on YouTube or something, and I look fine.
Yeah,
I wasn't fine. I was so far
you're braver
from
than
fine.
I am.
I can't watch them.
You can hear both of those in full right now on the BBC Sounds app. Download, stream, and find out more at bbc.co.uk/sounds.
BBC Sounds.
The days were long and the nights so cold. The pages turned and the tale unfolds. He left me for another lady. She stood so tall and she never slept. There was not one moment he could regret. He left me for another lady. He took my hand one day and told me he was leaving, me disbelieving, and I had to let him go. Her name was New York, and she took his heart away. Oh my, her name was New York. She had poisoned his sweet mind. The wolves they howl for my lost soul. I fell down a deep black hole. It left me for another lady. She poured the drinks and she poured the power. Diamond girl who could talk for hours. He left me for another lady. Now I am on my own. He told me he was leaving, and I was bleeding, and I had to let him go. Her name was New York, and she took his heart away. Oh my,
most lovable people on the planet. Brian Blessed with us soon. Talking about directing a new production of the Agatha Christie play Towards Zero. And there is Paloma Faith, also highly lovable. Awesome song, New York.
BBC Radio 2 is celebrating 60 years of Motown.
And next week we bring you Motown Monday.
I just love this tune. From midday, we'll be counting down the top 100 downloaded and streamed Motown songs of all time.
And from 6, join me, Ken Bruce, for Motown Covered. We'll hear the likes of Emily Sandé and Jack Savoretti performing classic tracks live from the Radio 2 piano room.
Motown Monday.
Next Monday from midday on BBC Radio 2.
Cool. Now, here's Bobby.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, to the Highlands, to the A830. Still shut between Fort William and Glenfinnan. Closed with investigation work between the A861 and the turning for Burnaby. So it's still closed in both directions. M8 Glasgow eastbound. There was a breakdown at 16 for Craighall on the entry slip road. That's now cleared out of the way. Doncaster bypass northbound was slow. There was a lorry having a tyre change, 36 to 37 at Mart. It's gone, but it has left some slow traffic, but it's definitely all lanes open there. Birmingham, M6 southbound 10A, the M54 for 10 for Warsaw. They're clearing a breakdown, so one lane is still shut. The M6 northbound, now it's congested from junction 5. There have been so many problems today. All lanes are open now between 8 and 9, but still really, really busy, and that's having a knock-on effect on the northbound M5, joining the M6 as well. To the M5 between 6 and 5 at Droitwich, we had a breakdown. That's still one lane shut there. The A1 closure, northbound, still closed between Wittering and Great Casterton. Closures between the A43, the Eastern on the Hill turn-off, to the A606, which is the Rutland Water turn-off. Now, Phil and Ian, thank you for all your updates. Just still big queues if you're heading through there. And southbound, it's slow as well. Then to the M1, northbound 11A. On the exit slip road, they're clearing the accident there. M1 southbound exit slip road at 4. Still closed onto the A41 following that fuel spillage. And the M25, now clockwise, solid queues from 10, the A3. There was an accident just before 16, the M40. All lanes are open, but still heavy. And around the other side, after 29 for Romford towards the bridge, we've still got one lane shut with a recover the accident there, and it's queuing into the Dartford Tunnel from 3, the M20. Now, Kingston upon Thames, the A308 route is closed both ways because of an incident. Eastbound, it's closed from Sopwith Way. Westbound, it's closed from Wood Street. And the latest on the M3, we've still got lane closures between 12 and 11, Eastleigh to Winchester South. And on the northbound side, 2 lanes are closed. It's queuing back onto the M27 to Junction 4. And to the M5, northbound at 9 for Tewkesbury. Still got that accident there. Queuing back to 10 for Cheltenham. Al, the big trucker, thank you very much. And M49 at Bristol. Southbound remains closed from the M4 down towards the M5. So you've got big queues on the M4 heading towards the M5. And if you're southbound on the M5, it is queuing from before 15 because of that closure. Another one for you, half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby.
Let's keep it real. Say how you feel. Like you got the whole world behind you. And break all the rules. Or love who you choose. Just make sure it's love that lights your fire. It's you gotta let me, you
troubles and doubts, giving me everything inside and out, and love strange, surreal in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart when the light gets into your heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Will you stand above me? Look my way, never love me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Will you recognize me? Call my name or walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, 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 down. Hey, 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 hey. Don't you try and pretend it's my feeling. We'll win in the end. I won't harm you or touch your defenses. Vanity, insecurity. Don't you forget about me. I'll be alone, dancing, you know it, baby. Going to take you apart. I put us back together at heart, baby. Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. As you walk on by, will you call my name? As you walk on by, will you call my name? When you walk away. Or will you walk away? Will you walk away? Come on, call my name. Will you call my name? I say la 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 la
Oh, Brian Blessed is here.
I love appreciation.
Brian, how are you?
Well, Wes Buffett's a great artist like myself, and I'm modest when I say that. I wake up in the morning, I look in the mirror, and I thought, God, I love you.
Yes.
I'm madly in love with myself.
Yes, and why not?
I'm way up there with God.
You're in your 40s now, and you still
I'm in
look
my
great.
40s, yes. I'm actually 39, yes. I can't bear people who lie about their age.
No, nor can I. Brian Blessed OBE is, of course, a much-loved actor with a career spanning more than 5 decades and that voice. Plus, he's an explorer, a mountaineer, whose treks have taken him to the North Magnetic Pole and Everest. But Brian's current project involves him being a little out of the limelight because he's directing a new production of the Agatha Christie thriller Towards Zero, which is on right now at the Mill in Sonning, which is such a lovely theatre. Brian, you knew Agatha Christie. Tell me.
Well, I did. I left drama school. My first job was Air 7 Small Parts at the Nottingham Playhouse, a sweet little tiny playhouse. The door opened on the stage onto the street. street. It was that tiny. And the door opened one day, and there was this very tall figure. Oh, hello, she said, I'm doing a play next door at the Lyceum, and I just love this old theatre. I just want to come and see it. And I said, who are you? I said, I'm Brian Blessed. She said, oh, what a lovely name. My name is Agatha Christie. I said, well, come in, Miss Christie. And it was the start of a friendship. And she told me about, that she studied poisons. I've just been to the local police station here. I'm discussing poisons with them, which you can put in tea. And I was having a cup of tea with her at the time. Well, I'll exchange my tea for yours if you don't mind.
What had she written by then? She must have been famous.
Yeah, she said, I've never liked Poirot. He lacks mystery, so easy for him. I wish I'd never created him. I prefer Marple. She said, but my favourite detective that I've created is Superintendent Battle. And he is in this. But she said that Towards Zero, it's a wonderful play, but it's never done properly. They don't flesh it out. And she said, if you ever do Spider's Web, which I did do at the Mill at Sonning, have a knight in it in armour that comes to life and kills people. And I had a big knight in it. And to the words of hush, 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 here comes the bogeyman. It comes to life. And everyone loved that. But I think I've got a gift for Christie.
Yeah.
And this one, I would say, is her best. Directors don't like it. They keep clear of it. Great subtleties and so forth.
Okay, tell me, but where are we and what's occurring?
It's set in Newton Ferrers.
There's a murder, I'm guessing.
Yes, that is a murder, yes. A charming lady, which is played by my wife, who's 80 now.
Your daughter's in it too, right?
That's right. The cast is amazing. I've got a wonderful battle. His entrance in the start of the second half. Everything's still on stage. A door opens and a man just quietly stands on the stage.
And what's his demeanour like there, Brian?
A very big and powerful, kind of a 6'5" man with a brilliant brain.
Okay.
And quite terrified.
Yeah.
Audiences are absolutely loving it, and I get as much comedy in where I can. I put special effects in. When you suddenly try to examine the murderer's mind, you get this... Great stuff, love.
And there are interpretations in this production that go back to that meeting originally with Agatha Christie.
Because she gave me all her notes. And there's a big fight at the end. And the audience stand up and cheer.
I want to know, because last time you came in, I think you were talking about your evening with Brian Blessed. I would ask the question, if I were there, where on earth do you get your energy from? It's astounding. Your energy is infectious. Where does it all
It's
come
a love
from?
of life. One of my great ambitions is never to be in the obituaries of the stage. I will never die. I think that life is
I don't think you will.
the last word. Death is not death.
Okay, then. Towards Zero, written by Agatha Christie and directed by Brian Blessed, is on at the Mill at Sonning in Berkshire through until September 28th, so you must go and see it. I mean, Brian knew Agatha Christie, for goodness sake.
Lovely. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
But in the end...
88 to 91 FM, BBC Radio 2.
Do you remember the time when you would go from Mars? I don't know if you knew that. I would stay up late playing cards and you were into and cigars. And she never told me her name. I still love you, the girl from Mars. Sitting in our dreamy days by the water's edge on a cool summer night, fireflies and stars in the sky, gentle glowing light from your cigarette. The breeze blowing softly on my face reminds me of something else, something that in my memories been misplaced. Suddenly all comes back, and as I look to the stars, I remember the time when you would go from Mars. I don't know if you knew that. Always there playing cards and we went to the cigars, but she never told me her name. I still love you, the girl from Mars. Searching through the darkness of chair by the window. It felt as if you'd returned. I thought that you were standing over me. When I woke, there was no one there. I still love you, girl, from Mars to Earth.
I love that vacant delivery.
I don't know if you knew that. Oh, it's there.
It's like almost not in the room. That's Ash, Girl from Mars. Hey, Stephen Gang, can you give a shout out to Cliff, Fiona and Sky, currently sat in traffic at Tewkesbury after spending a night camping at Dartmoor Zoo?
I'll still dream of you.
Let's see.
I still love you, girl, from Mars.
Thank you, Fiona and Sky. You like animals?
You've done it all. You've broken every code. Appalled the rebel to the floor. You spoke the game, no matter what you say. But only metal, what a bore. Blue eyes, blue eyes. How can you tell so many lies? Come up and see me, make me smile. I'll do what you want, running wild. There's nothing left, all gone and run away. Maybe you'll tarry for a while. It's just a test, a game for us to play. Win or lose, it's hard to smile. Resist, resist. It's from yourself you have to hide. Oh, come up and see me to make me smile. I'll do what you want, run on wild. There ain't no more. You've taken everything from my belief in Mother Earth. Can you ignore my faith in everything? 'Cause I know what faith is and what it's worth. Away, away. And don't say, maybe you'll try to come up and see me, to make me smile. I'll do what you want, just run on
Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Now, here's the Bobster.
Thank you, Steve. First of all, Greater Manchester. Now, the M60. Junctions 25 to 24. Just getting early reports towards Denton. There's an accident. Angela, thanks for this. At least 2 lanes are shut. I'm waiting for an incident update, but there's definitely queues. Then to the M56 eastbound. Between 10, the A49 at Stretton, and junction 9 for the M6. We've got an accident there. So it's towards the M6 in Manchester. 2 lanes are shut there. Queuing for miles. Already way past 11 for Preston Brook. Again, thanks for all your updates on that. The M6 southbound breakdown 10A, the M54 for 10 at Walsall. That's all gone, but northbound M6, you've still got heavy congestion. There have been so many problems through Birmingham, it's still slow from just after 5 all the way up to junction 10 for Walsall, with a knock-on effect on the M5 northbound as well. Not helped by the earlier breakdown down at junction 3. The A1 closure northbound still in place, so shut between Wittering at Great Casterton. The accident is actually between the Eastern on the Hill turn-off, so from the A43 to the A606, 5 miles of northbound queues. Southbound, it's slow past the scene as well, as you might expect. M11 northbound accident at 11A, that's now been cleared up, but it's still slow. M1 southbound exit at 4 for the A41 in Edgware and Harrow, that is still completely shut following the fuel spillage. And the M25 clockwise queues still from 10, the A3 to 16 for the M40. On the other side, a big queue towards junction 29 following the earlier accident. There is still one lane shut there. And then to the M3 northbound 12 to 11, 2 lanes are closed there, with the queues going back onto the M27 at junction 4. 1 lane 11 to 12 is also closed. And on the M27 eastbound, we got a breakdown at junction 8 to 9, so that's not helping either. Finally, we've got a tiny bit of good news. The M49 at Bristol southbound has all reopened from the M4 to the M5, but we've got really big queues. Thank you for your lovely updates. Keep them coming, and I'll be back in half an hour.
Thank you, Bobby.
BBC Radio 2.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.
Radio 2. Calvin Harris, Rihanna, this is what you came for. 9 minutes to 5 from BBC Radio 2. Got Vanessa at 5 sitting in for Sarah Cox. Joe Wiley, author Anna Johns joins Joe for the Radio 2 Book Club. And there's a story of love from Snow Patrol's Gary Lightbody in A Certain Romance. I love it.
Ah, this is Boris, Prime Minister. Sausages on sticks.
Yes, thank you. Our eyes are always the same size from birth. But our nose and ears never, ever stop growing.
The longest English word that only uses the letters in the last half of the alphabet is non-supports.
Not a single new livestock animal has been domesticated in the last 4,000 years.
Only 1 in 1,000 creatures born in the sea survives to maturity. Oh, that's sad.
Your thumbnail grows more slowly than any of your fingernails. Yeah, that might be true. Have a look.
Yeah, it's growing very slowly. I can see that. And also your big toenail, that seems to grow very slowly as well.
Oh, I know. Isn't that horrible when that hardens up?
Oh, yeah, that's a nightmare.
How do you soften that thing?
How do you cut yours then? Do you use secateurs or scissors?
I use toenail cutters, which I got off the,
The internet?
Yeah.
Off the shopping channel? The chainsaw, says Gary. Thank you, Gary.
Very much, Gary.
No, but seriously, big toenails, very hard. You can wreck toe clippers on your big toe.
Oh, I have done. Yeah, they've snapped in two, yeah.
Anyway, moving on. What do you reckon is the most cultured city in Europe according to the number of museums it has?
I think Vienna.
Oh, good guess.
Paris. Or
maybe Amsterdam.
Or maybe London.
Amsterdam in the Netherlands has more museums per square mile. It's said to be the most cultured city in Europe.
Oh.
Factoids.
It's up to you.
very good, but don't ever spill it. You'll never get that off. That is UB40. What's going on over there? Oh my goodness. How did Fly get down here? Wait a minute. Yeah. It's okay, he's all right. It's a surface wound.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio
2. body starts to come alive until the day is dawning. Can throw out all the blues and hit the city lights, 'cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. The heat, action. A place to dine, a glass of wine, a little late romance. It's a chain reaction. We'll see the people of the world coming out to dance, 'cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight, and we'll leave the others on a ride to paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, 'cause I see that starlight look in your eyes. But don't you know we can fly? Just give me the night. Give me the night. Cause there's music in the air and lots of loving everywhere. So give me the night. Give me the night. So come on out tonight, and we'll leave the others on a ride through paradise. And if you feel alright, then we can be lovers, 'cause I see that starlight look in your eyes. Don't you know we can fly?
Sorry, George, we got to go. Just give me the night.
Radio 2.
Vanessa Feltz after the news. We return tomorrow with Janie and Paul Whitehouse and Bob Mortimer. Have a smashing one. Good evening.